They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. The numbers for him from a week ago, 11 catches, 68 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
On 2nd down, it's Rodriguez. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Denver's offense now set to go. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Throwing to start the drive. Bass. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Bass. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Operating from the gun. Bass. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds. Incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harvey. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Quickly to Hockenson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 36. Back to throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's Rodriguez. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They run the counter. Rodriguez. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. It's their quarterback doing it himself from 9 yards out. And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Partner, wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. But guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about. Assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
Ready, and here we go as he sends this one. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Off play action. Bass. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and 1. Operating from the gun. Bass. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage here on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
He finds his man, complete. That's Rodriguez. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet?
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. Taken down at the 42. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Rodriguez. They get 7 there in the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, Rodriguez. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Jake Camarda sent on now to punt this away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to end up incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. On 2nd down now, it's Rodriguez. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They go play action here on 1st down. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 1st down, Rodriguez. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Cook is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Again, it's Cook, and he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3. 3rd down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. And it's caught. And in for the Lions, touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Taken at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 40-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, It's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Bass. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll look to throw again. That one complete to Elliott. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Bass, 22-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing on 1st down. Bass. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Bass. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. From the gun on 3rd down. Bass. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Sly able to put this one through.
And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Here's 2nd and 8. Throw left side complete. That's Davidson. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harvey.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Second and 2. Now he'll escape to his left. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. On 3rd down, it's Rodriguez. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. Just a gain of a yard in what all likelihood will be the final play of the first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Lions to take over. They were victorious over the Chargers last week, and now they work with a lead again here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, complete. That's Davidson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. They'll look to throw here. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. That's good for the Lions. Up the middle they go. Rodriguez. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Rodriguez. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line. They'll look to throw. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
On 3rd down, Rodriguez. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Lions are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. And maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
On 2nd down, it's Rodriguez. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. They'll drop to throw. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
He'll look to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Marcus Williams getting the sack from the secondary.
Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now a handoff up the middle. Rodriguez. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
The former 3rd overall pick, Quentin Williams, there to bring him down.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
Cade York on now for the field goal.
This will be, let's see, 38 yards out.
York able to send this one through. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns is going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They'll start out here with the option left. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Losing with 2 to go on second down.
A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down. Looking to throw on second down. Pass. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Bance. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Zeke going to get it on the option. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed, and the Lions are going to take possession of the football. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit.
They're going to look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. They'll set up to throw.
Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he is going to have the Lions first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harvey.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Davidson.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
On 2nd down now. It's Rodriguez. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
99 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jalen Waddle from 3 yards out. And the Lions are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
York now for the extra point.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it was is finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. On first down, Bass. His throw incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Bass. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gallagher. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
On first and 10, it's Robinson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Bass. That is incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Bass.
Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And he is going absolutely nowhere in the wrong direction. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Lions will take over. And defensively, they were ready for that. A full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
They run the counter. Rodriguez. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
111 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll run on first down. It's Rodriguez.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Rodriguez. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st. They'll set up a throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Davidson. And he is going to have the Lions first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On first down, it's Rodriguez. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Rodriguez. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. Up the middle they go. Rodriguez. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff up the middle. Rodriguez. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Back to throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have the Lions first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Rodriguez.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Rodriguez.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Rodriguez, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's probably run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
On 1st down, Rodriguez. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Lions, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Arizona Cardinals next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.